This is Bob with HetteshWorld with another fun upgrade on the CanAm Spyder. This is going to be more related to safety than anything. What we're going to do, we're going to add this turn signal to the back here. This is going to give us a brake light for additional lighting. It's also going to give us turn signals and flashers for the bike. So we're going to disassemble this rear section. And then for fun, we're going to do the CanAm, a nice bike, but it does not come with a lot of extra lighting. And I'm not trying to put LEDs underneath and shine all this up. This is all for safety. So we're going to add these bag lights. The factory comes with these little reflectors. So these bag lights are going to replace those and give us some lighting when the running lights are on. This is going to be part one of 2 parts. So what we're going to do on part 2, I'm going to add lighting up front. And like I said, this is all going to be for safety.
This is a separate video.
This little reflector is going to get replaced with a light, and then it's going to get a turn signal light here. So these are going to be sequential. So when you turn your light on, this is all show chrome accessories that we bought, which came from slingmods.com.
We love sling mods.
Yep. So this is going to be a reflector with a light on it. It's going to be sequential, so it's going to come on and then show the turn signals turning. This is going to need, these will be on while we're running down the road without running the turn signals.
So part 1 of the video that you're going to see that we're going to put together today that we're talking about.
It's going to be this rear light,
the back,
and this turn signal brake light.
And then we will have a total separate video that reminds you that we did this, but show you how we did the new part up here.
Yep.
All right, so stay tuned.
We're Bob and Barb. We've lived by the rules all of our lives, but in 2020 we threw that rule book out the window. We sold our home and moved full-time into an RV with our cat Amelia, and from now on we will be living life our way. Don't you want to come travel in our world?
We're going to start this progress here with taking the trunk out. These are my original net I had on here for the hold items, so we got to take these screws off.
So now, ooh.
So that's going to come off.
Okay.
Next thing we got to do is install this here. So we're going to put a little painter's tape down here to keep this from damaging when we drill this. This is just to keep the plastic from tearing. So what we have to do is mark this in the corner.
How are we marking it? Marker?
I'm going to take a marker and just mark this, but it's way back in this corner here, like basically down in this corner here. It looks to be in the right spot. I'll start with a smaller drill bit.
What drill bit size are you doing?
Eventually it would be a 5/16.
Just a small one to get it started?
Yeah.
And you start out with the smaller one to keep it from splitting?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. Alright, so we did our 5/16 hole. We're running our wire through here, which is coming out the back end here. Once I get it fed through here. That will go on there like that.
So now you want to clean that area really good to get rid of any debris,
wax, any kind of dirt buildup. So I'm going to pull these off of here. Pull these off so these will glue on here. It's weird that they only give you 3 little pads. You'd think they'd have tape all across there, but I guess this 3M tape's pretty good stuff. So we just grab it, hold it, put some pressure on it.
Brute strength, Bob. Brute strength.
That's it. It looks pretty cool.
That's the easy part.
Our next step is to remove these torque 30 bits off the trunk here. This is all to access our wire, eventually get down to our taillights so we can tie in these lights. And like I said, along with this kit, we're actually doing the luggage bags at the same time, so we're going to be doing a couple extra steps.
Yes, if you're doing it, it's best just to remove everything that needs to be removed at one time, because they all need to run into the same type of thing.
Same connector.
Yep. So the next step is to remove these screws.
After you remove these 2 screws, you got to push these tabs, kind of push this in.
It's a little difficult, so you got to be careful. The tabs will pop out.
Now we got to do this side over here.
Yep.
And this piece comes off. Next step is to remove these 3 inside the trunk. And I believe this will probably remove our speaker. All right, our next one is to move these 3 here. This is just enough to let this drop down, I believe, so we can feed wires from side to side.
Okay.
Most of the wires are going to go on this light here from what I've read, and one light has to come over here for your turn signal for that right side.
Okay, so right now, the next thing he's going to do is take out these screws that are behind the strut.
Yeah. The instructions I'm following doesn't tell you to pop this strut off, but it's going to make it easier to get to these screws. Plus, because I'm doing the saddlebag lights, we're going to eventually be into this point anyway, so I'm just going to pop those off so I can access this other screw. So pull this strut off. Take this one off. This is all just so we can access these taillights, so we can get to the wiring. We kind of got the speaker out of the way, but I could not get it removed. I don't know if it's because of these arms on here and they have to be disassembled, but we were able to fish the wire down through the taillight, and I fished it down like they tell you, and I put a wire tie on there.
So first off, I just want to add that the instructions do not tell you to take off the speaker over here, but the video from
Sling
Mods tells you to do it, but they don't really show you. So I do think it is. So you've got it run down through here, right?
Yep, just wire tied it right here.
It came out a hole through there.
Yeah, it's fine.
And then it comes down through here. And he's got it wire tied there.
Next thing we're going to put these, I got the fixture in here.
So we went ahead and screwed that back in, secured the cord down through here, and the next thing we're going to do is
remove taillights. So there's 3 torque screws. Take these out. We have to access the wiring harness they give us to hook these lights in.
You have to unplug it?
Yes. So what I'm going to do is cut this back a little bit so I can access these wires a little better, because you got to put these T-tap connectors. I'm considering this is for the other kit. This is for the luggage kit, but this will just be an extra splice in here. But I'm going to go ahead and do these what they want us to do here for this install.
So the black one is connected, and we're going to put it to the white wire, the orange wire, and the black/yellow wire.
Makes for a lot of wire in one little spot, that's for sure. Okay, what's our last one?
So next we crimped male spade connectors to the green wire, the yellow wire, and the brown wire, and the orange wire.
Yep, these here. Then it tells you what color goes on which one of these.
So then it says connect the wires. Black Spyder to green.
I'm gonna put a little dielectric grease here in case we ever get any moisture in here. Okay.
Then we're gonna do the white Spyder to the yellow. So the white to the Spidey to the yellow.
White to the yellow.
Yep. Then we're going to do the orange Spyder to the brown. And then the black yellow Spyder to the orange. And then I'm going to tell you about the blue wire next.
The blue wire is going to fist across.
Yeah, it says take the remaining blue wire and route it across the back of the trunk to the right tail light.
All right, even though on the other kit for the baggage lights, it's going to get, these are going to be in there, I temporarily hooked this back together.
Just to test it. Always test before you move on or finish. Yep.
So and then we're just going to turn on the accessories.
So make sure our turning light's working here, and ta-da! There's our, yep.
And then I'll hit the brake.
Yep.
And we should have our regular, that should be just our regular
running lights. And that, my friends, is awesome. Barb will feel safer in the back.
Now we got to do is run the wire over to the other light and take the other light apart.
Okay. And now we're taking off the second tail light to run the blue wire over to it.
Yeah, we got to be able to get our turn signal hooked in. So that's what our other T-tap is for. Other T-tap is for this other side. Okay.
Got it.
All right.
So we just ran the blue line through all the little factory connectors, and then Bob is adding, what is that called again?
The spade connector.
Yep.
And this is going to tie into tail light. This is going to go onto here. I'm going to put a little dielectric grease. This dielectric grease, this helps with some moisture in here if we get moisture in here at all. Just like you put on a headlight connector or any kind of wire connector outside.
All Bob's doing is straighten a little connector thing on the inside.
Okay, that should be able to lay there. We should be able to test this the right turn signal now.
I just plug the light back in so we can do a test to make sure everything is working fine.
Blinker, blinker.
Oh, there we go. Blinky and blinker.
All right, besides wire tying this up a little bit, this concludes the new turn signal, brake light, and the running light up here. The rest of this is going to be reason why we got it still opened up, because we're going to put these saddlebag lights on, so we have to route some wiring around there. So we're going to start with disassembling these bag doors. Going to come off just like this trunk door did, and we have to remove the reflector from the factory and put on the light from, drill the holes and put this reflector on this side.
Okay, so Bob has unscrewed and removed the outside of the door panel. He has it over here.
Now we got to try to remove this factory reflector so we can replace it with our lighted reflectors. So this is going to be just carefully trying to remove the adhesive. I don't know how hard these are going to be to get off. Trying to lift it off here with the adhesive. Hoping to get the adhesive to come off with it, so I don't have to.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah, I'm just trying to do it slow to get it as much of the adhesive to stay on the reflector, so I don't have to do as much cleanup.
Not too bad.
Yeah, we gotta get all this adhesive off of here for the new ones. We got all the adhesive off here. I did use
That's a clean.
just a little bit of a brake cleaner on a rag. It took it right off. So now what we have to do is we have to line these guys on here. So we're gonna mark it. We're gonna do like we did on the other. We're gonna put a piece of tape here in the center. And I'm gonna take the marker. We're gonna mark a little hole. So that's where we're gonna drill it right there.
No instructions. We did watch a video. Sling Mods is good for their videos, even if Showchrome isn't for their instructions.
Re-drill it.
Okay.
So we're gonna put a little hole here. Sorry, blue Spidey. Make sure you go all the way through that. Yep.
Always pre-drill it, tape it, just to try to keep it from cracking or nicking.
So I'm going to set that one aside because I'm going to do the other one. Put it smeared on there to get your
Good adhesive.
to grab. So we're going to bring up the right side and get it in the same
Position.
Same clean, get it cleaned up. So. This is the primer just to make sure our sticker adheres to it.
It's weird that they didn't give you that for the back.
Yeah, for the trunk.
This one has a full adhesive strip also, where that just had a couple tiny pieces. We actually decided to reinforce it ourselves before we put it on, just to keep it safe. But this will be on for life.
I'm gonna take this 3M back in there, back of the tape off. Yeah, this dude ain't gonna ever go away. Here we just want to take our time making sure it's lined up.
Bob's good at decals and stickers and placements and stuff, so it has to be straight.
There's no room for error here. That dude goes on, it's on. Trying to get it centered in here. So it looks like it has to go this way a little bit. Right there. Apply some pressure.
Okay, so we're going to put it up through.
These are all going through the factory holes.
Yep.
Coming up, going inside, all to get up to the tail light. And make sure we got the slack out of there. And we're going to put these on. Grab that hole there.
There you go. Uh-oh.
Get the center ones in here to hold it together. Well, we got to put these bullet connectors together. Okay.
Okay, Bob, now it's time to put this back together.
All right, a little dielectric grease on here.
So now we're attaching the lamp to the connectors.
Yeah, the white goes into the orange and the black goes into the black. I'm just adding a little tape to this connector here. just to secure it up. Then we'll tie these wires up, get them out of the way, and get the tail light back in place. We're going to tie this, tape this up just to make sure this connector is good and secure. These lights actually didn't come with any kind of instructions. I had to kind of look at YouTube and Google
Thank you, Sling Mod.
to find a replacement.
No, thank you, Showchrome.
So now what I want to do is kind of get these wires a little bit tied up. I don't know why they give you 50 feet of wire. Maybe because it fits different applications. We gotta get the tail light up in here. This tail light does have a little hook here that has to go in down here. Down there. And we gotta finagle a little bit to get it back in there. And if you remember Barb telling you, the washer goes up top.
Is it lined up okay? So we have lights turned on here when you turn on ignition.
Good.
And then
Pretty
lights
awesome.
turned on there, which hopefully you can see it. It looks like it's green, but it's red, so I hope it shows it red in the viewing. It looks green in the camera
Let me
angle.
open up this other one. You can see this one here.
But as a reminder, the second part of our project today was we added these like running lights that'll be on, and then our turn signals, flashers.
Running lights, and then when I hit the brakes,
Ready? Bam! Dang, son, look at that! Look at that! You did it. You brought it.
pretty cool. We're just in a sun starting to set in the west, and we'll just come out here to take a look at it. Looking sharp.
So, is this project difficult to do?
No, it's time consuming because you got to take time taking the panels apart and everything, but other than that, it's very, very simple.
And do you recommend it?
I recommend it highly.
We give Sling Mods a 5.
Yep.
We give Showchrome a 4 for not giving us instructions on one and leaving out the one direction on the other.
Yeah, we went to Sling Mods page and were able to get the directions for the baggage lights. But no, it's awesome. I can't wait to get the turn signals done tomorrow. It's going to look super sharp. Hopefully that goes just as smooth. Plus I'm going to do Le Monster magic mirror magnets.
Man. He's a magic mirror man.
Yeah, so we're going to do. We're going to put the magic magnets on there so we can don't have to fight with taking the mirrors off the bike.
So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up.
Yep.
Please subscribe. Hit that bell to get notified. And remember, we're HetteshWorld. So
Come travel in our world.